Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it is Podcast Tuesday once again. Again, sorry, but I have to do another recorded podcast. I'm being busy with my university schedule, so I'm not able to record. So I'm not able to stream it. So this is a recorded podcast. I just pre-recorded. So yeah, this time this is gonna be the top 10 best sagas in Magic the Gathering. I'm actually surprised I haven't covered this yet, but well, well, when I started doing podcasts, it was like 1 week after Dominaria came out, and Dominaria was the first set to feature sagas. Now, 5 years have passed, and now we have like over 100 sagas. Like to be precise, 131, I think. Right? Let me just check. I think it was 131. We go Saga. Yes, 131 sagas. Well, these are the 10 best sagas in Magic the Gathering. Let's start off with our combo. And it is we got Wild Growth Walker, Mithril Coat, and Amalia Benavides Aguirre. Well, that's basically there's a this is an infinite combo. So first we have to equip the Mithril Coat to Wild Growth Walker. So when Amalia performs a board wipe, uh, Wild Growth Walker doesn't die. So basically, equip Wild Growth Walker with the Mithril Coat. Now, you explore with Amalia. Wild Growth Walker grows and gains you free life. By gaining life, you explore again. So you get infinite exploration, board wipe, and yeah. Only issue is it'll just I think it'll break the game. But so yeah, if you have something to stop it, it's gonna be infinite life, infinite power and stuff. But otherwise, then well, you break the game. Still very cool combo. Let's now go into an interaction, not a non-bow, but just something that isn't actually a non-bow, and I'm gonna explain you why. No. Well, we got Spellun King in Amulet of Vigor. Spellun King is gonna be played in a few, Amulet Titan decks. Why? Well, apparently, a judge ruling explained it. It is actually it will actually just it actually works differently to how you think. So Spellun King allows your lands to enter the battlefield untapped. Now this is a replacement effect, which means land would enter battlefield. That basically makes your lands enter battlefield untapped. Now land could have the ability enters battlefield tapped. So you choose which replacement effect to activate. Will it enter battlefield tapped or will it enter battlefield untapped? Well, guys, that's how you do it. If you have Amulet of Vigor and Spelunking on the battlefield, well, it doesn't matter. You either choose it enters battlefield tapped and then you untap it with the amulet, or enters battlefield untapped. But if you have more than one amulet, best choice is let it enter battlefield tapped, and then just untap it. But if you don't have Amulet of Vigor, Spellun King will do the job that one Amulet of Vigor can do. Really cool card. Also, Spellun King allows you to ramp and draw cards. Maybe gain you some life if you have a cave. Which, honestly, if you're going to play a cave, it's going to be the new one that might replace Vesuva, but honestly, I don't know. Let's just go into our number 10. And we got straight from the Doctor Who Commander decks, City of Death. A 3-mana saga with 6 phases. The first phase creates you a treasure. The other 5 allow you to clone a token, but not a saga token. So yeah, that's basically the so yeah, basically it will last like 5 draw steps, and yeah, really cool, really good card. So yeah, from the Doctor Who Commander decks, pretty sure it's like the one of the OG Doctors, but I don't know. I don't remember. I have all of them, but I remember which one this was in. Let's go to our number 9, and we got we got one straight from the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set. Inventive Iteration. A 3-step 4-mana saga with phase 1, bounce a creature or planeswalker. Well, up to 1. Phase 2, bring back an artifact from your graveyard to your hand, but if you don't have any, draw a card. And phase 3, it comes back as a Living Breakthrough, a 3-mana enchantment creature, Moonfolk. Flying, when you cast a spell, it stops your opponents from casting the same MV as that spell until your next turn. Well, really good card because first of all, it's a free flying, very good. And then it will lock down the opponent by not letting them cast the costs you pay. So you pay like 0 mana, they can't cast 0 mana. 3 mana, they can't cast 3 mana. But it's only for 1 turn, but still, like, maybe you cast multiple, like a 2 mana and a 4 mana spell. Which is, well, first thing you're probably going to do as soon as you get Living Breakthrough. Then they cannot play 2 mana or 4 mana spells. So yeah, not bad. Really cool card and deserves more recognition, especially in Commander and stuff. Let's go to our number 9. Well, no, that was number 9. Let's go to our number 8. Sorry, my bad. Elspeth Conquers Death. Well, Baros Beyond Death is the second set in Magic the Gathering to have featured Sagas. Well, as Elspeth Conquers Death is easily now number 8, was played for a period in time in Standard, and also was played in Pioneer. And also some Legacy decks use this card to counter Show and Tell. Well, this is a 5 mana saga. 3 steps. Step 1, you exile a permanent opponent controls that has MV 3 or greater. Step 2, your opponent's non-creature spells cost 2 more to cast. And step 3, bring back a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard with a +1/+1 counter on it, or a loyalty counter on it. You actually choose, but honestly, if you brought back a creature, you're definitely gonna put +1/+1 counter on it. But if you brought back planeswalker, you're very likely to put a loyalty counter on it. Only thing you only case you might prefer a +1/+1 counter it is if it's a Gideon Planeswalker, which, well, Gideon is basically like he's basically that Planeswalker that always can turn into a creature. Like I think every single version of Gideon can turn into a Planeswalker. I've yet to see one that cannot. I mean, there are a few other Planeswalkers that can become creatures, but like I mean, Sarkhan. I mean, there's 2 Sarkhans, but the other ones don't. We go to the 8 Gideon cards. Yes, they can all become creatures. Really good. I was right. They can all become creatures. Well, that's basically our number 8. Let's go to our number 7. And it is Jugan Defends the Temple. A 3-mana saga with 3 steps. Step 1. Create a 1/1 human monk. With add 1 green. That is basically a land or else, but a human version. Step 2. Support 2. Step 3. It comes back as Remnant of the Rising Star. A 2/2 enchantment creature, Dragon Spirit. With flying, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X +1 counters on that creature. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures, it becomes +5/+5 and trample. In case if you forgot, modified creatures are creatures with equipments, auras, and or counters. So, yeah. Remnant of the Rising Star will just, well, allow your next creatures to enter the battlefield turn into modified creatures. Just 1 mana is enough. If you want to put more, then, well, yeah, you can do that. But otherwise, 1 mana is already enough. That's basically our number 7. Really cool card. Let's go to our number 6. And it is Showdown of the Scouts. Was played for a while in Standard until, well, it rotated out. And now it's starting to see play again in Pioneer. With the rise of adventure decks, Showdown of the Scouts is starting to see a bit of play. Not much, but, well, it's seeing a bit of play in Pioneer. 4 mana. Saga with 4 steps. Step 1. Impulse draw the top 4 cards of your library. And, well, you can use them until the end of your next turn. Step 2 and 3. You cast a spell this turn, grow one of your creatures 1 counter. So, yeah. Really good card. That functions as a double Ren's Resolve. Because, well, it's just 4 mana. Impulse draw the top 4 cards of your library. I mean, Ren's Resolve is only 2 cards, or 2 mana, but this is basically double that. Plus, on top of that, you can, on the 2nd and 3rd turn, your spells will grow your creatures. So you can have bigger creatures, and yeah, it just gives you a lot of card advantage, and it makes your creature stronger. The issue is, by turn 3, but on the 3rd turn, you won't have the cards you've edged out. So you have to try and play what you got from the edged out cards on the 2nd turn. And then 3rd turn, play whatever you got in the hand. So, yeah. Pretty cool card, very interesting. And, yeah, this is a nice card. Let's go for the number 5. And it is well, that is Vessel. Alright. This is Vessel of the, well, Hitotsugu consumes all. 3 mana, Saga, 3 steps. Step 1. Destroy each non-land permanent that has MV 1 or less. Step 2. Exile graveyards. Step 3. Comes back as a Vessel of the All-Consuming. A free enchantment creature Ogre Shaman with trample. when it deals damage in general, not just to a player or anything like that, but put some counter on it. And when it hits a player, if the vessel hit for at least 10 damage this turn, they lose the game. This is much easier with with stuff like extra combats or just patiently trying to reach the 10th power. But otherwise, this is just a good card in general because it's used in modern and sometimes pioneer decks as well. It serves as a engineering explosive for 1 and 0, so you can wipe out the rhinos, you can wipe out amulets, you can wipe out Tron pieces or affinity decks as well. Step 2 allows you to edge out all the graveyards, so those living end decks or anything that just brings back creatures from graveyards won't be able to do it. There's like a lot of graveyard decks in the format nowadays, and the third step, it just turns into a big creature that's hard to stop. It'll just because it's just free and then it'll start growing. So unless if you can kill it unless if you can lightning bolt it, then it's just gonna be hard to kill. Or just block it with free power. But otherwise it'll just start growing and yeah. This is actually powerful. Really cool card. Deserves the number 5 spot. Let's go to our number 4. Probably have seen this in the past. Nowadays it's not that popular, but I remember this card. And it was amazing. Let's talk about History of Balia, a 3-mana saga with step 1 and 2, or 3 steps. Step 1 and 2, create a 2/2 knight with vigilance. And step 3, your knights get +1 onto a turn. Good card for a knight tribal or a standard. Well, this was in standard, but now it's like pioneer. I think this also has seen a bit of pioneer play, but not much. This is just another card that you could just use in pioneer or anything like that. This is just a really good card. And you could it was just good. Like as soon as they enter, you create a knight, and then you create another knight the next turn, and then on the third turn you could attack for 8 with both knights and whatever else you also got if you have got some other knights, but at the time when History of Balia was being played and in Magic in general, because I think this was also in Modern. If I remember correctly. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen this in Modern before. I may be wrong though, but yeah, this was just really cool. You know, you just attack with your knights. You even attack with Lyra, stack Histories of Balia, and you have more knights, and they're more powerful. And yeah, this is just a really good card. And honestly, I don't know why it's not played nowadays in Pioneer or anything like that. This is just like it used to be very popular. Nowadays, it's just underrated. Honestly, that's our number 4. Let's go to our number 3. It is an essential card for the transmogrified decks, and maybe sometimes as well the Indomitable Creativity decks. Well, Transmogrify and Indomitable Creativity is not actually the same deck in Pioneer for some reason. There's like some versions that only use the Transmogrify and some that use both, or maybe just use the Creativity. Well, this is a card that's actually being used in the deck, and it's actually really cool. So it starts off with 2 mana Saga with 3 steps. Steps 1 and 2, give your opponents a rat, a 1/1 rat. But on step 3, it transforms into free spirit, enchantment creature spirit, that allows you to steal those rats back, so you can use them for your creativity on the same turn or something like that. Also, it serves it in itself is already a creature, so you just so you could use it to, well, basically target it if your opponent sacrifice the rats or use them or something. And also it's a free with flying, which is not bad. Also allows you to sacrifice creatures to draw a card when this attacks. Which honestly, I don't know if you would do that. Maybe if you're stacked with creatures and don't care about sacrificing them, or well, if you're just gonna use the Echo of Death's Wail as the target for your Transmogrifier or something like that. Still interesting card, and it's being played a lot nowadays in Pioneer, but not much in other formats. Now let's go to our number 2, and it is well, this is Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, Reflection of Kiki. Well, definitely know this. This card is like number 2 Saga in fighting for first place. Uh, this is like without a doubt the most powerful, or the second most. I was doubting, but this is probably the second best. Banned in Standard, played in Pioneer, played in Modern. Is it played in Legacy? I don't know. Let me just check. Pretty sure it isn't, but well, who knows? Maybe it is. So let's just start off with Gritz's Tempo. Is it used in there? No. Baros Initiative. No. Oh darn, Initiative is still a thing? What? Lands. No. Temur Delver. What? That literally says, is it, bro? Oh. Yeah, there's like one green card in there. No. That's near Devs. No. Death Shadow, no. Reanimator. No. Cephalid Breakfast. No. Painter. Ah, maybe. I don't know. Yes! Painter deck actually uses Fable. No way. 8 cast apparently is a thing, but no. Doomsday, no. Sneak and Show. I don't know. Let me check. No, it's just Sneak Attack and Omniscience. That's it. Mono Red Prison. And Timur Cascade. Let's just see. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker and Mono Red Prison. And Timur Cascade? No. So basically, this is just, it's played in Legacy, but only the mono red deck. So yeah, it's not a big portion of Legacy, but Modern and Pioneer, this card just dominates the format. Probably next card to get banned in Pioneer, I think. I may be wrong, but well, Reflection of Kijiki, number 2. Now you may be wondering what's the number 1. Probably should have known it already. If this is number 2, then Urza Saga is number 1. Yup. Enchantment Land. Urza Saga. The only enchantment land in Magic the Gathering, and the only Saga land in Magic the Gathering. Well, there is another enchantment land, but that's just a playtest, so that doesn't count. Well, this is 3 steps. Tap. No, first step, it gains the ability to tap for colorless. Second step, it gains the ability to create a construct for 2 mana in tapping it. Well, the good thing is the second ability doesn't replace the first ability, so you can still add mana even when the second ability happens. And on the third step, you just search for an artifact with that costs 0 or 1, put it on the battlefield and shuffle. Has to be specifically 0 cost or 1 generic. So stuff like the the Esper Sentinel don't work. Explosives, engineered explosives for 0 doesn't work. It has to be 0 or 1. So Vision Map, Amulet of Vigor, Tormod Script, those are valid artifacts. Also Colossus Hammer if you need it, or Shadow Spear. So yeah, that's basically Urza Saga. Number 1 saga in the game. Better than Reflection of Kiki, honestly. And yeah, this is honestly better. So yeah, I was just deciding whether this or Reflection was better, but I think this is better in my opinion. I honestly like it more. It's just never actually used the Reflection of Hijiki because none of my decks actually have the need to use it. Like if I play Pioneer, I was playing Esper Greasefang, and as you know, Esper does not have red or green in it, so yeah, no Reflection of Hijiki. And for Primeval Titan, there is no need for Reflection of Hijiki. Most of the cards are just green, and yeah, if I play Reflection of Hijiki, most likely I have lost the game already because I need to win by turn 3. But yeah, anyways, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. Why don't you like and subscribe and follow Inventory, share friends, stay tuned for videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. Stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Next one will be live. Don't worry. Sorry, this time it wasn't live, but yeah, next time it'll probably be live. And yeah, 4:30 GMT. Stay tuned to it. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.